Hello everyone, Gainer here from HDB Upgrading Strategies and welcome back to my Facebook Live, and today is topic 13, 1-3. Now, first of all, I just really want to apologize to you guys because I think I started out a little bit late. My normal practice is I will start my Facebook Live at 10 p.m. But now it's a little bit late, probably just 15 minutes later. That's why I just want to apologize to you guys because I think I am preparing a lot of my script, but somehow my printer fails me. So I tried to print a few times, but somehow, it's my printer doesn't work. So just apologize, but nevertheless, once again, welcome to my Facebook Live, and today will be my topic 13, which is my episode 13, right? So what's the topic today? I'm actually sharing with you guys. Now, if you guys have been following my Facebook post, my Facebook post in my page, probably you will know that today I'm talking about something really very interesting. And what is today's topic? Now, today's topic is this for those who have been looking to buy a one bedroom, stuff like that. So today's topic is if a one bedroom private property investment, is it a really good investment, right? And today I probably will share with you what are the four big main concerns that I hear from a lot of my clients, my friends that have been talking to me, and that's why I thought I want to share with you. And lastly is also about my personal opinion, why probably you can consider investing in a one bedroom. So that's why in this video I'll be sharing with you guys, for those who are coming in, for those who are streaming in to look into my Facebook Live. Now today I'll be talking, the topic is whether one bedroom private property investment are probably good investments, right? So probably if you guys are now streaming, probably you can just help me to share the video, like the video, give me some comments, and at the end, I do hope if you guys have any concerns that probably I did not address, just let me know so that I can, probably in this video I can also say my opinion, or probably you can put inside the comments in the video section in my Facebook post, and I'll be happy to reply you guys. Okay, so once again, I'll be talking about these four main concerns. Now, what are the main concerns that I've been receiving, right? The first main concern, right? Because the price of a one bedroom property is also probably either similar or slightly cheaper to buy a 4-bedroom HDB or a 5-room flat, right? Am I right to say that? So one of the concern, my very first concern for people that are watching this video is, should I buy a HDB or should I buy a 1-bedroom property investment, right? Now, second concern that I'll be talking is about supply. And I do understand that a lot of people are also concerned, supply is a lot, stuff like that for 1 bedroom. Now, the third concern will be, will there be any potential upside for a 1 bedroom, right? And lastly, the fourth concern I'll be sharing is rentability, right? Rentability for 1 bedder, right? So I think these are things that you guys are quite keen to know, right? And lastly, I'll be also sharing with you my personal opinion, why 1 bedder probably is something that you might want to, think of if you really want to invest, right? That's why this is today's topic. For people who are looking, what is today's topic? Today's topic will be, are 1-bedroom properties a good investment, right? So the very first thing I'm going to share with you guys is, should I buy a HDB or should I buy a 1-bedroom, right? If let's say this is one of your concern, probably just let me know. Just comment yes, that kind of thing. At least I know if you guys are watching, are these really your concern, right? Now, first, I just want to address this thing. Now, a lot of people will ask me this question: HDBs and 1-bedroom properties, which one should I buy? Now, first thing first, I want to let you guys know that both are two different products. Now, why am I saying this? For example, if you today you have a family, of two kids, one kid, or or you have in-law staying with you, stuff like that. Then probably then you may, because family concern to me is more important, because okay, hi Gary, thanks for watching. Right, so 4 room flat, 5 room flat, these are more for family, right? But if let's say you are just a single, probably you and your wife, or you are a couple, and you don't mind staying in a 1 bedroom, then this can also be a consideration for you. But I just want to tell you this thing: both HDB and private condo, especially for 1 bedder, they are two different products serving different needs and requirement. So today, if you need a place to stay, then of course I don't think you should look at a 1 bedroom property investment, right? You should probably look at HDB, right? If you have a family of two, 2 kids, or 1 kid, or 3 kids even, right? Then probably don't consider a 1 bedroom investment. Just buy your HDB. But if today you are just a single person, or probably you have a husband and wife, 2%, and maybe you think that investment may be more important to you, then you might consider a 1 bedroom. So that's why, once again, I just want to share with you guys this thing. They are two different products, HDB and 1 bedroom property investment, right? Two different products. But however, if you are looking to buy a HDB just for the just to look at renting it out, then you have to, if you have been following my videos, then you probably have to see my previous video where I touch about this HDB rental, right? First of all, you probably need to achieve the 5 years MOP first before you can rent out the whole unit. Now, the second thing you have to really get yourself concerned is that there is this quota ratio for HDB rental as well. So these are the things you have to take note, because from the previous video I shared with you guys that my client who has been renting to a Filipino family has been renting for a few years, and when they want to renew this year, this quota, eligibility quota, the non-citizen quota actually affected them, and they cannot rent out to like Indians and Filipino, and they can only find tenants from Singaporeans or Malaysians. So really restricted a lot in terms of your rental, a tenant profile. So these are the things that I want to let you guys know. So that's why, for the first concern, should I buy a HDB or should I buy a 1 bedroom condo investment? So I hope that this really answers you guys, right? Hi Ken, thanks for watching. Right, thank you so much for my friends, especially my friends in this real estate industry has been watching my video as well, and thanks to you all, right? Probably can give me more likes or comments, or stuff like that, right? The second thing I want to talk about is supply, right? Now this is, I think, is also one of the very main concern for property investors as well, is 1 bedroom supply a lot. Now, let me tell you this, the honest truth, right? The honest truth is we have to accept one thing, one fact, is that 1 bedroom property investment is the the basic entry level if you want to invest in a property. Well, now I see a lot of people love. That's why I a little bit got distracted. But thank you so much, right? That's why, you see, for supply, we have to understand, for 1 bedder, private property investment, that is your most basic entry level, followed by 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom, and 5 bedroom, and even penthouse. Now, as the bedroom sizes grows bigger, we have to understand one fact, is that the price quantum, for example, a 2 bedroom, for example, a 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom, these prices will get more and more expensive. Right? When it get more and more expensive, we have to know the fact that the people buying will get smaller and smaller. Right? For example, there are people who can only afford a $1 million property versus a $2 or $3 million property. So the buyer profile really strained because of the quantum. So we have to understand that 1 bedroom property investment, that is the basic entry level. And that's why supply is definitely, if you look at it now these days, be it new launches, be it private resale, there is definitely a certain number of supply, right? However, I think that's very important. with so much supply of one bedroom around, I think we have to be very selective, very selective in terms of our investment, right? So meaning to say, we have to see the price point, we have to see a lot of factors before we really go into buying a property investment. That's why it comes to my very third concern, which is potential upside. Because some of my clients or some of my friends will be asking, hey Gainer, I'm really very concerned about buying a one bedroom because I'm not too sure whether will there be a good potential upside of my property if I buy a one bedroom investment. Now to me, I've been advising this to many of my clients, right? Oh, Eddie, you're asking resale one bedroom or new launch one bedroom. I think it all depends. But before I answer your question, I'll probably just want to say this thing. To me, it's very important. Timing is important, right? Today, if I go and advise my clients, my friends to invest in a property, I think it's about how long you are able to hold your property. Timing is important because if today you tell me that I want to buy a one bedroom or two bedroom, stuff like that, and I'm looking to sell within the next 3 years or 4 years, and you have a fixed time frame, then probably my advice to you is that probably we should not buy the investment, because I cannot guarantee you that that within the next 3 years to 4 years, market is going to go up and you are able to sell at a profit, right? That's why I think the time when you are going to sell is important. That's where how long you are able to hold the property, right? That's why if you ask me whether there's potential upside, I think there is, but it really depends, right? Some clients can probably hold for 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, and they probably, just rent out their one bedroom till the day whereby the property market goes up. And it depends on a lot of factors as well when you want to sell your property. All right, that's why you ask me potential upside. I think there is. It may not be as a lot as I will share with you why, right? But I think of course, yes, one of my David, right? Wen Hui, one bedroom hard to appreciate, mainly for rental. You are right. That's why I say it depends on how long you're going to hold. I think it also depends on when you're going to sell. So timing is extremely important. Now, as for Eddie, you are asking about resale one bedroom or new launch one bedroom. I think it all depends. Recently, I even advised my client to buy a one bedroom resale property because they need to move in immediately, and they actually send me a lot of listings, for me to analyze. And there's one particular property that I seen through, and in fact, I told them, please buy, please buy that property, right? Because I've seen that unit is not too old. That development is still quite new, and there are a lot of transactions. And everyone, the first group of people, the early buyers, I would say, they already bought. Most of them already sold, so transacted at a certain price. So when my buyer comes in to buy that price, it was already that range, which is everyone has been buying that range, right? So I told them that it's safe to buy and they proceed. So I think it depends on whether you are looking for resale or you are looking for a new launch. So I think that really depends on you. I have no preference, but of course, if you really want to PM me to ask me for more advice, I can do so, and then we can analyze together. So I think it really depends on your own individual needs. If you need to buy and stay immediately, then of course, then we don't look at a new launch, right? So I think all these private property investments really depends on your own individual requirement as well. Next, the fourth concern that I think a lot of people are looking is the rentability of the one bedroom, because of you're looking at the supply, right? Supply is a lot, so what's the rentability? Now, I just want to show you just one example, so that at least you can have an idea of what I'm going to refer to you as well, right? Okay, so I just want to share with you this property investment. Sorry, not property investment. I just want to share with you this example. Now, I can't print out because my printer is spoiled, so I'm going to share with you this iPad. I hope you can really see, right? I just want to share with you this project. This project is called River Sales, right? Where is River Sales? If you can look at here, River Sales is actually here is at Hougang, right? Hougang, this stretch. Now, if you ask me where's the location, the location is honestly not those fantastic as in it is not near to MRT station. It is really just at the entry. You probably can drive up to the KPE, stuff like that. And that is a big development. We are looking about 900 over units, right? If I really can share with you, reverse sales, this is reverse sales, right? So reverse sales, we have 900 over units. Can you see? 900 and yeah, 920 units, right? Out of these 920 units, how many one bedroom? I think there are quite a number. Not too sure the whole size, but I just want to share with you this thing about the rentability of this rental contracts. So if you really see, I have this square foot rental contracts, one bedroom. Now you can really see, right, these are all the rental contracts. January, we have March, we have December. So these are all the one bedrooms that are rented out. Now, then you might be asking me this question: Hey Gainer, you only show me the rental contracts, but I don't know whether is it still a lot of units outside, or probably now people are trying to rent out, but they have difficulty renting out. Now, I just want to show you this thing. Now, if a small tip for you to really look at it. Now, this is Property Guru, very, very common. Now, all you can do is that you look at reverse sales condo, right? Reverse sales condo for renting. I just show you an example, renting, reverse sales. And you select studio and one bedroom, right? I show to you again, you select studio and one bedroom. So if let's say you are telling me that, hey, very difficult to rent out, then we will assume that probably there will be a lot of one bedrooms that are around that still a lot of people, a lot of landlords cannot rent out. So let's just do an analysis. So I search, right? I go and search right, and you can see that the results, because this is live, I just have to tell you, this is live. If you probably, you want to go and check it out, you can go and check it out as well. Go to Property Guru now, go and search for reverse sales condo, go and search for studio and one bedroom, and go and search how many units now is available for rental. And you can really see now the results show that there are only 3 units that are now putting up for rent. Right, so I think this will be a very good gauge for you at the end of the day when you want to buy a one bedroom investment. You want to know whether the surrounding projects, whether are there really a lot of units that are putting up for rent and they cannot rent it out. And before you want to look into buying one unit that's somewhere around there, right? Because these are the kind of the kind of preparation work, analysis that you want to do before you really look into whether you want to purchase this investment. So one of the 4 big concerns is, if I share with you guys again, right, it will be, should I buy a HDB or should I buy a one bedroom investment, right? This is one of it. Second, I also touch about supply, right? Third, I touch about the potential upside. Now, I do agree, some of you guys, if I don't know whether I can scroll down, I do understand you probably may have concern with the potential upside. I do understand. That's why I think in terms of investment, timing is important. The day where you sell, how long you can hold, right, the property, right? This is something I always advise my clients, right? Don't buy a property and at the end of the day, if your intention is probably 3 years, 4 years, I want to sell no matter what, then I tell you probably we don't buy, right? Because I cannot, we cannot probably, tell you for sure that within the 3rd year, 4th year, you'll buy and make a profit. If people are going to tell you that, I don't think it's something that, probably it depends on how you believe in it. But for me, I don't really do that. I'll just say that property investment is something that you need to hold, and probably, especially for one bedroom, if you're going to rent it out, then we will rent it to the day whereby, it must be a long-term investment, to the day where the market is up, then probably you will be able to sell, right? And one thing very important, we also have to select the right pricing, because there are a lot of supply, right? So we have to select the right pricing, the right entry price. Not every one bedrooms you can buy, not every different stack you can buy. We have to be very selective. So if we buy the wrong price, then I think it may be difficult for you to exit at the end of the day. So these are things that I cover. And lastly, is also about the rentability. I shared with you one example how you can check as well, right? If I want to buy this particular location, whether in the future I can rent it out, then you probably go to Property Guru, search for those surrounding projects that have one bedders, and especially those resale, and to see whether are there still many units that is not able to rent out? Then if you saw that there are many units not able to rent out, then you better be careful, because obviously the area no one's renting out, right? But if you see that the units are rented out, stuff like that, then probably you may have that confidence level before you're going to invest or buy a property. So this is one of the tips I just want to share with you guys. Do your own analysis as well before you really go inside and buy a property investment. Now, the last thing I just want to share with you guys is my own personal perspective of a one bedroom, right? Let me tell you something, I personally look at it. Now, for one bedder, I can only say that my personal opinion is it is a low risk. How would I put it? Probably I would just say that it's a low risk. Why low risk? Because of this thing. Your capital output, right? Because we are buying a one bedroom, right? So I would say that the capital output is little. It's not as much. I won't say little, probably I write it wrongly. I just say it's not as much, right? I just give you an example. If today you buy a $1 million property, what is your output going to be like, right? If you really look at it, if I'm going to put a 5%, now 5% for 1 million is 50,000. Now followed by 20%, it will be 200,000. Now the total loan amount that you are getting is 75%, which is 750,000. Right? Probably I will just put low risk. Right? Versus if you today you look into a one bedroom investment, right? It will be $650,000. Right? What is the 5%? 5% is around 32,500, followed by 20% down payment. It will be $130,000. Right? 75% of loan is actually 485,000. $487,500. Now, so what is the difference if today you invest in a one bedder versus a 1 million? The difference is this. Now, first, your down payment. We are talking about down payment. So 200, because this 5% and 20% we add up is 250,000. Minus this both add up is actually 162,500. So the difference is actually 87,000. How about the loan difference? This is loan. This is also very important. Loan difference, right? It will be a $750,000. This is the loan minus this 487,500 is actually a loan difference of 622,500. Now, meaning to say, this is also important, right? I'm not too sure if you guys can see. This is also important because in terms of when the interest rates does fluctuate. Now, for one bedder, if let's say the interest rate really fluctuate, then of course the difference of this 487,000 versus the 750,000, the difference can be huge, right? So that's why I think in terms of the difference, this is the big difference, right? So meaning to say, if today you are going to buy a one bedder, your total investment output is this, which is this amount. Versus if you're going to buy a $1 million property, right? Your investment output will be 250,000. So in fact, you save $87,500, right? So that's why what I'm looking at is, if you want to buy a one bedder, right? Of course, we have to do a lot of different analysis, but I just want to say that it can be a low risk investment if you're looking at it. Why? Because your output, your down payment, your output, you do not have to put a lot, but yet today you can buy a one bedder investment. Right? That's why I hope this really clarifies, right? Just want to highlight that I'm looking at a very neutral point of view. At the end of the day, I'm not saying that you guys must buy a one bedder. I do understand that there are quite a lot of people, they are also concerned whether should I buy a one bedder. I think at the end of the day, if you really look at all my videos, I think timing is important, whereby when you're going to sell your property is important, right? And how long you can hold your property. What is your investment objective? Why would you want to buy this property? So these factors you must seriously consider before you really go into buying a property investment. It can be a 2-bedder, 3-bedder, 4-bedder, or it can be a landed. It depends on you. So a lot of things has to consider for you personally. right? But for today's topic, I just want to share with you guys that can you buy a one bedder? I'm just saying that you have to do your analysis. I've already covered about the supply. I probably covered about the potential upside. I covered about the rentability. All right. At the end of the day, do your numbers, do your sums. Must be sure in what you're looking at. If you're not too sure, probably you can seek some advice from your friends or relatives, stuff like that, before you really go to put your hard-earned money into this investment, right? Now, I hope you guys probably and really appreciate what I've been sharing with you. And if you can, probably just give me a like, share, or give me some comments. Now, I've seen some comments that you guys probably have been putting. Sorry, I think it really went all the way up. I cannot see, but I will reply you guys in the post, in the video post as well, right? Okay, David, my top fan, right? But it is hard to upgrade to a bigger unit in the future. Now, okay, I do understand where you're coming from. I think at the end of the day, it depends. Some people have, for example, me. Maybe I just give you my position, right? I personally bought a 3-bedroom condo, right? My wife, I'm looking to buy an investment, right? Now, probably our budget is a little bit tight. So what type of properties can we buy, right? Now, personally, I've already upgraded, right? I've already bought a place for my family to stay. So I split my name. My wife now, probably she's free to buy a property. That's where if I look at my figures, and do I want to stress myself, even though I know some of the properties, be it a 1 million or 1.5 million, stuff like that, has a very good potential upside. But then I also have to understand my risk level, right? Because the higher it goes, the more down payment you will get, and it can be very stretched for me. So there are many factors as well, right? That's why for if I get my wife to buy a 1-bedroom investment, that will be for long term, right? It's not for immediately sell and upgrade. So that's why I say it's very important for individuals, right? It can be a family, it can be an individual buying a 1-bedroom. So we have to understand your objective once again, right? So to me, objective and considering your finances and a lot of factors, whether is this a place to buy, so these have to take into a lot of consideration, right? So I hope this video probably gives you guys a good thinker. And at the end of this video, if you guys have more comments or you have more inquiries, just PM me and I will be definitely glad to assist you guys. Just PM me and I'll probably answer your questions. So once again, thank you so much for watching this video. Give me all the likes, comments, shares, I would really appreciate it. And probably thank you so much once again. So sorry about the late telecast, my live, because I couldn't print out my stuff. The printer is spoiled. But thanks so much. I'll see you guys again next week. Good night.